channel. Today we are counting down the top 10 Mac tips and tricks that every user from absolute beginner to power user needs to know. Whether you just unboxed your very first Mac today or you've been using macOS for decades, there's always hidden features and clever shortcuts waiting to make your workflow 10 times faster. We're skipping the boring basics and diving straight into the best efficiency hacks, time savers, and secret features built into macOS. So grab your coffee, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's jump straight into tip number 10. In number 10, we have the tracking speed. When you just got your Mac, the trackpad speed is very, very bad. But we can change it in the settings. Just go to trackpad and go to tracking speed. I accidentally changed it to slow, but you can get it to very fast. Now, if you think it's uncontrollable, you can switch it back. But what I prefer is I like this like 3/4 of the way there. Not too fast, uncontrollable, but it's also not too slow. It's very good. At number 9, we have the wallpaper. The wallpaper, I've changed it to a Charizard background. But if you don't want to change it into an image, you can also change it in the macOS itself. On the wallpaper, you can have lots of built-in. You can have the Max, you have the Earth, and you can even have it to shuffle, so every time it can be different. Now you can also add your own images as well, and if you don't want any of that, you can also do the default wallpaper. Next, we have one of my favorites. In number 8, we have virtual desktops. Now if you click the F3 key, you can add another virtual desktop. What is a virtual desktop? Now, if you have a lot of things on your desktop right now, lots of things, and you want more space, right? You can create another desktop like this, and the way you switch between desktops is you swipe your trackpad with 4 fingers like this. Now, if you click an app that is already on your first desktop, it will automatically bring you to your desktop. So you use this for for apps that you haven't opened, like Brave Browser. At number 7, you can change your individual wallpapers at your different desktops. Just right-click the wallpaper and click Change Wallpaper. Then you can change the individual wallpaper for both of your desktops like this. Next, we have the display. If you want more space and the letters will be smaller, then you can select more space in the displays bar right here in the settings. I don't do it myself, but if you want to do it and you want more space, then you can click more space in the displays in system settings. Now, while we're in displays, we can also choose night shift. Now, what night shift does is it automatically shifts the colors of your display to the warmer end of the color spectrum after dark. This may help you get a better night's sleep. I have the schedule set to sunset to sunrise, and you can also turn on until sunrise. I don't do it myself. You can also have like the color. I have it default because I don't like that many colors, but if you want your Mac to have different brightness, different color depending on the time, then you can absolutely change these settings in the display. Next, we have Apple Intelligence and Siri, and this is, I think, the most important tip for the new people to Mac. Why? because Siri, you can ask Siri for Mac features. You don't need to listen to me yapping about Mac OS, even though you should. But first, you can turn on Apple Intelligence in Siri. Now, Apple Intelligence sucks. So, Apple Intelligence, I don't really think is that good. Sorry for Apple, I didn't mean to say that. But you can also change it to ChatGPT. I changed it to ChatGPT, so Apple Intelligence is actually ChatGPT now. You can also change your keyboard shortcuts. You can use the default ones, or you can customize it. I put it to Command S because it's Siri, so Command S. And you can also have it your voice, keyboard shortcuts. You can also let it listen. So if you say, "Hey Siri," it will come up. I don't think it actually works, but you can also customize your Siri. You can choose to customize the keyboard shortcut. I have it as Command S for Siri. At number 4, we have the appearance. Now, in the appearance, I don't really care that much. I haven't set it to automatic. So at night, it will change it to dark. In the morning, it will have it as light. Now, the icon and widget style, I don't have any widgets. But if you want the widgets to be different colors, I don't know why you would want that. Or the theme to be like green, all green. All green, if you like green as much as a plant, then yes. And the liquid glass, you can choose your preferred look for the liquid glass. You can have it to tinted, or you could have it clear. At number 3, we have the battery settings. This helped me so much when I just had my Mac. I immediately changed my battery settings. I'm very used to using a Chromebook when I got my Mac. But you can change your battery settings. You can set it to low power mode when it's only on a power adapter, only on battery, or always. I don't like low power mode. Lets it so it stays longer on battery, but if it's on power adapter, it actually charges slower. Now, you might want to do your charging, the charging limit. So maybe 100, your Mac will charge to 100 limit, but I set it to 80, so it's like more healthy. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye! Now we have the best Mac tips I think you should do. Is the top bar and the bottom bar. If you want more space, you can customize this bar and this bar. Now, for current Macs, the top bar has a limit, so you can't put that many things, which I think is kind of not really good. But your bottom bar is the one you can customize the most. You can right click an app, options, and you can remove it from the dock if you don't use it that often. You can right click something if you don't use it that often. You can just go away. If you don't want it to clog space, just remove it from the dock. And you can drag more things to the dock. For example, if I use my OBS a lot, which I do for future videos, then use it. I don't have a capture card, but I have the OBS system. And if you want to customize your bar more in the system settings, you can actually let it disappear. Although I don't recommend this, so I didn't put it on this list. You can let it disappear, but you have to put your tracker down to let it appear again. I don't recommend that. But if you want more space, you can. And that's it.